Alright, this is not gonna be an Excel or a Power BI video. In this video, I would like to explain my YouTube process and share some of the outcomes with you. Specifically, I will be talking about 4 things. Why I make my YouTube videos, how I make my YouTube videos, what I make in my YouTube videos, and the results. Let's get in. To understand why I make my YouTube videos, you need to first know what my mission and vision is. My mission is to make people awesome in their work, and my vision is to help 1 million people every month. So this is the reason why I run my YouTube channel. I try to create short, compelling tutorials on Microsoft Excel or Power BI so that people can use these tutorials and get ahead in their work or do something awesome in their work. Because I have a very clear mission and vision, the topic selection for my videos is fairly straightforward. Every time I make a video, I ask myself, is this video going to help someone and make them awesome? If so, I'll make it. Of course, there is always an exception to this rule. Sometimes I make personal videos like this where I'm not specifically talking about Excel or Power BI, but I'm still trying to help you so that, if you are in the process of maybe starting a YouTube channel or a website or a business, you can get some inspiration and ideas from what I have done and learn from my mistakes. So let's now talk a little bit more specifically about the topic selection when it comes to making the YouTube videos. For the selection of topics, I rely on 5 specific things. The number one thing is I read your comments on the videos that I produce. So many times when I make a video, people say, hey Chandoo, this is good, but can we also do A, B or C? And that is kind of my instant input that maybe I should make a video about that. The second thing that I do is I also follow quite a few people on various social media. So apart from YouTube, I'm quite active on Twitter as well as on my website. So I kind of watch for feedback on both of those places to see what is it that people want, and accordingly I kind of design my topics for the upcoming months. The third thing that I do is from time to time I post on the YouTube community page where I ask people, hey, what else do you want to do? Or sometimes I run a poll saying, do you want video A or B? And people will give me feedback, and based on that I pick and choose my topics. Even this specific video where I'm revealing my YouTube process was the result of a community post. The fourth way I get some inspiration and ideas is I look for the fresh and new features that are introduced into Excel and Power BI and use them to create new material or new topics on the channel. And of course, the fifth way is my own imagination and thoughts. This is because I've been running a Excel website as well as this YouTube channel for almost 13 years now. So I have built a little bit of intuition on what is a good idea, and then I try to rely on it, especially if I have no other inspiration. So once I decide a topic, then what I do is I write down this topic on my notepad, and then I kind of shell it out and write several bullet points. Most of the time it kind of looks like a mind map where I list down few bullet points and expand them. So this is the mind map for this particular video where I've listed various things that I want to talk and use this as my loose script for the video. I don't normally write the full script. I just write these bullet points and a mind map, and I kind of improvise on the day when I shoot the video. So this is my office room, and I was actually here just a minute ago recording that segment. That's my computer and the desk. I have got a height adjustable desk just so that I can kind of move it up and down depending on what's happening. And this is my main camera along with the mic attached to it. It's a Canon M50, and you have seen some of these props in my other videos. And this is my main mic. It's a Blue AT mic, and you could see that there's quite a few tripods here on the desk. My wife jokingly says that the tripod to human ratio in this house is a little bit out of sync, but you get the picture. And that's my bookshelf and a few other bits and bobs. My office plant is right now down here, but normally it would go up there where that Christmas tree is. One of the things that I like in the office room is this XL Lego thingy. This is made by my son Nishant. I mean, I like Lego, but he likes it a lot more than I do. So when I started decorating this office room, I asked him, hey, could you make a XL sculpture for me in Lego? So he made this, which is pretty cool, and I really enjoy it. Let me show you some of the books. So here is my bookshelf. I've got Excel books, Power BI, and some R programming books here. I occasionally refer to them, that's why they're kind of all over the place. And these are some of the Telugu books that I read or I plan to read. And here is a Lego pen case, which I kind of use it for holding my pens. And the rest of the decorations keep changing depending on what's happening and what other things that I acquire over time. So for holidays, we bought this nice little cookie tin, and I liked all the images of New Zealand on there. So I thought, it will be a nice decoration in the office room. So that is a little bit. And here is my 100,000 YouTube plaque and a picture frame with Singapore's attractions there. And these things on the top, in some of the videos you might have seen, those are like sound absorbing boards. I made these myself out of some old towels and bed sheets and some wooden frames. So that is a little bit of my office. The things that you see in the corner, that is a light, and this is a light. These are the lights that I use for lighting me up on a dark day, but right now I'm actually just shooting it with the daylight because it's nice and cloudy outside. I'll show you a quick view of my office room window. I've got a pretty good view. I'm not gonna lie, this is the view that inspires me to get into the office every day in the morning and just sit and admire. That is a little bit about my office room. This is where all my videos are usually recorded. So now let me quickly talk about the software and the hardware that I use for producing the videos. So I did kind of show you some of the hardware, especially the camera, lights, and the mic. These are important for making the videos where you're showing your face. Then you need obviously a camera. I didn't always have this particular camera, the one that I'm using, the Canon M50. Prior to that, I was using my web camera, which is this, by the way. It's pretty good. It's a Logitech camera, and I still use this camera for my live streams because then I just use it because it directly connects to the computer and it is very easy to work with. And I also use my phone camera, which is amazingly good. You've seen a segment of this with the Office Tour, so both of them are what I've been using prior to getting this camera earlier this year. And the other more important thing, more than the camera in my opinion, is having a good quality mic. And this is where the Blue Yeti mic that I use comes in really handy. It's a super high quality mic. It gives you very crisp audio. The audio that you're getting right now is not from that mic. It is from a mic that I attach to the camera. It is a Rode mic. Both of these are very good. They produce crisp and clear audio, and you can kind of add some extra post-processing when you edit the video. Now let's talk about the software. In terms of software, the two main tools that I use are, number one is my screen recording and editing software. This is called Camtasia, and it is produced by a company named TechSmith. And you can purchase it, and I did purchase a license long time ago. But because I'm also a Microsoft MVP, TechSmith people give a complimentary access to the TechSmith software for all the MVPs. So I get free access to the TechSmith software. And even if I don't have free access, I would have happily paid for this because it is such an amazing software. I have been using this for almost 12-13 years now. Since the very first time I started my YouTube channel, all the videos have been more or less made with the TechSmith software. So it is an amazing software. I use it for recording my screen, add the camera feed to it and edit it and add special effects. Everything that I do on my YouTube channel is through the TechSmith Camtasia software. So that's number one. The second software that I religiously use every day for my YouTube channel is the PowerPoint. I use PowerPoint to produce my thumbnails. Okay, so that brings us to the fourth segment of this video. Let's talk about the outcomes or the results. Remember my goal. My goal is to help 1 million people every month. So that is the primary goal against which I would like to track my YouTube performance. So here is my YouTube analytics. I'm just going to switch this to 2021. I can use the number of views that I have generated as a proxy. So if I take 4.7 million views over a period of almost 12 months, so we are in the late December now, then this works out to be about 400,000 views per month. So that's how many people I'm helping. But many times same person could be watching multiple videos. So a more accurate representation would be in the audience. If I go to the unique views, I can get this is how many individuals have actually consumed my channel content. So from here I can see that on average every day the curve is kind of going up over a period of time, but let's just say 10,000 people on a daily basis. So in a month I'm helping 300,000 people. So I'm about 30% towards my goal. So this means I have a longer way to go, and this keeps me motivated. Like every time I'm producing a video or every time I'm creating something new, I ask myself, is this going to be helpful for many people over a long period of time? So that's number one. The second way I kind of try to judge my performance is I also look at which videos are getting a little more popular, because this means this video has the potential to help many people over its lifetime. So for example, my most popular video so far in my channel is what is Excel and how to use it. And this is a video that I created not this year, not previous year, but all the way back in 2010. And then the third way is obviously my subscribers. Right now I'm standing at 149,700 subscribers. So this is also a proxy of how many people have found my content helpful over the entire life of my channel. So they're not really on a monthly basis. This is how many people so far have come and joined on the journey. And then obviously the final thing is the revenue. It is kind of like a proxy for how many people are finding it helpful, but it's not really a technical like exact match. But you could say that if I'm making more money, then that means most of my content is being served up, and hence more people are getting help. So the revenue is actually a proxy, and you can see that this year so far I have made $18,000, 272. So that's that, and it kind of fluctuates over a period of time. I'm not too fussed about the revenue side of things because YouTube is not the only way I make money. Majority of the way in which I make money in my business is I do offer some courses on my website, I sell some products on my website, as well as I do live trainings, both remote and in-house trainings. I speak at conferences and I get paid for that. I do some consulting work and I get some royalties for the books and materials that I have previously produced. So all of these together, everything kind of adds up a little bit, and at the end of the year I have more than enough to live a happy, decent life. So as I said, YouTube revenue is not really my main focus. My main focus is, am I being helpful? Am I providing something of value? And am I learning and enjoying this whole journey? So I hope you found all of these things a little bit helpful or amusing or interesting. If this is the first time for you on my channel, feel free to browse around and check some of the other content that I have. There are Excel tips, Power BI tips, and data analyst tips, all sorts of things there. And if you like what I do, feel free to subscribe to the channel or like this video or leave a comment. And if you enjoy this style of a video where I'm kind of revealing behind the scenes stuff not related to Excel or Power BI, do let me know in the comment, and that way I can kind of maybe add 1 or 2 of these every 6 months. So that is all for now. Thank you so much for a wonderful 2021 that I had. if you have been with me in this journey for some time or most of the year, big thanks to you. And if you're joining me on this journey right now, welcome aboard, and I hope to see more of you in the future. Bye bye.